Dr. Brett Pivotal.
One more time for your host, Joe Carr. Let him hear you. Look at all you lovely people out here to see live jokes. I support your decision. You made the right choice tonight. I don't like when people tell me that one thing is the new other thing. You know what I'm talking about? Pink is the new black. 40 is the new 20. 50 is the new 30. I never hear 5'6" is the new 5'10". People don't say that. People are getting taller on average thanks to improvements in nutrition and medicine. 5'6" is the new 5'4". I'm not even as tall as I was. I tried at the doctor's office. He wanted to talk to me about my cholesterol. I was like, come on, man, 220 is the new 150. So actually, sir, heart disease is the new Black Death. Deal with that. Touche, medicine man. I like you. You guys update your Facebook? Instagram? Huh? Pumping that news feed full of content? Nope. You better be. That's your obligation to humanity now. Posting pictures of your food. Yeah, I know how you live. Not even something you made either. Something you demanded. Bring this to me. Excellent. Now we'll document this. Broadcast it to everyone I've ever known. Because they care about this meal. This is a steak I will share with mankind. Yeah. Facebook asks you to be reporters of your own lives, and most of you are terrible journalists. That's what I see. I saw a guy post one time, he was like, taking the car out to get it detailed. Man, I hope that's a euphemism for a trip to a clandestine whorehouse. Get your imagination in Facebook, it helps. Facebook has changed keeping up with the Joneses too. Used to, all you had to do to keep up with Jones, just get same house, same car. Now you've got details on Jones you never had before. You can keep up with Jones calorie by calorie if you wanted to. Jones has gone keto. He's on the keto diet. He's gloating about that now. It's too much. You got one friend getting married, another friend's getting divorced. One friend's promoted, another one's laid off. It's like the stock ticker of humanity. Everybody's up and down, you're just reading the returns. You could call your broker. Hey, what's the latest on Jones? Are we keeping up? Well, in fact, Jones hasn't tagged his wife in a photograph in over 6 months. Uh-oh. Trouble at Jones' house. Can you give me Mrs. Jones' phone number? She will need comfort in this time of digital irrelevance. Hit her up with a text, something. I really feel bad for the kids, though, because the parents are sharing too much of their children's lives on Facebook. That is happening. My childhood awkward moments were not well documented. No one had a camera with them all the time in their pocket, right? So when I see someone I knew as a child, we shake hands and they say things like, I remember when you were this tall. I'm like, that's right, that's all you remember. Conversation over. See you later. It's great. For these kids, it's going to be different. I'll be like, I remember when you threw a ball of your sister in the back seat of the car. In fact, I got a bookmark right here. On my portable humiliation device. Keep with me at all times in my pocket. Let's scroll back now as we reflect on your parents' lack of foresight. Good. I saw a guy post one time, he posted a picture of his 2-year-old son standing next to a training potty. And the training had gone well that day. There was poop in that potty, that's what I'm telling you. Don't these people realize the internet is forever? He's going to be with his child for all time. They're going to be like, okay, here's his mortgage application, his bank records, and his first deposit. They're keeping everything. You guys keeping up with your local ambulance chasing attorneys? Yeah, you got the hammer? Mr. Adler and Son. Yeah, got the little Adler involved now. We have to hold space, hold a good thought for the departed Brian Longcart. That's right. The strong arm has relaxed. It's going to happen eventually. Does anyone remember the Tough Smart lawyer? That's right, that's also Jim Adler. That was a trick question. That was Jim Adler's original branding. Jim Adler 1.0 was Tough and Smart. I was actually sued by that Jim Adler. I was involved in a rear-end collision, and the car that I hit, the passenger of that car sued me and the driver of the car she was in. That's incredible, right? Jim Adler got her to hammer the friendship. We will hammer all your personal relations till you have no boundaries, right? So when you get sued, a big packet shows up at your house, right? To list out the consequences of my negligence, right? So one of the problems I caused in her world was bilateral buttock pain. That's legalese, people. I didn't make that up. I'm serious. That's a pain in both sides of your ass. Straight across, bilateral. Both laterals have been involved in negligent behavior. The thing is, someone had to type that. Right? And they didn't even flinch. Just like neck pain, shoulder pain, bilateral buttock pain, pain. They didn't laugh. It's a shame, right? They're dealing in bilateral buttock pain every day. That's keeping the business open. They get it stacked up on pallets in a warehouse. Principal office, Houston, Texas. That's the end of that joke. I love to get back into Texas. Texas will always be my home. So I was born and raised here, where a lot of the trucks have yet to be neutered. We have truck nuts. They're still there. You still see them. We got 20 years of truck nuts easy. Is it the man's balls, the animal balls? No one even knows what it's supposed to be. It just hangs from the trailer hitch. Right there. You just got to deal with it. This is your problem now. At the stoplight. A lot of times the truck is lifted. Right up to sedan eye level, right? So everybody in the car can be mesmerized by the awkward of the F-150 Tesla edition, I guess. Whatever he calls it. So when truck nuts first came out, all you could get was skin tone, right? Just light man, dark man, medium man. Just kind of choose your race. That's all they had. Now there's a rainbow of color options, including red. I like that anyone would choose the itchy, afflicted nuts for their truck. It's incredible. Red is the color of danger, right? Especially when seen on balls. Everyone understands it. It's a sign of a problem. So red truck nuts guys got to be married, right? Because you cannot date with red truck nuts. It raises too many questions. Like if you show up with red truck nuts and an affliction t-shirt, what are you trying to tell me, man? Be skeptical. Some people want to make it like it's for their college or university loyalty, like, I support OU. Man, when I see red truck nuts, I don't think OU. I think, oh, you have a rash. Oh, you on Valtrex. Inflammation is information, people. So I don't have a truck to put any nuts on. I drive a Corolla. Can't put nuts on that. It's not accepted. There's no Corolla nuts. But it sounds funny to say Corolla nuts. What? These are luxury nuts. I went on vacation, they had Corolla nuts. Delicious. So I'm a father and I have a young daughter, and I didn't do what I should have done as a Texan, and that is come up with something to say about truck nuts. Because we're going to see them eventually, and one day we're out there on the highway and she's raised up in a seat where she can see everything I can see, and they're out there swinging. I saw them first. 5 seconds went by. Daddy, what are those? What do you mean? On the truck, what are those? I don't know. Then I told her this. Maybe they balance the truck. They do. They can't balance the fragile ego in the cab. Don't question my choices. These are factory nuts. That's a very male thing to do, right? To put balls on something, you know. Women have no equivalent. There's no ovaries on a Volkswagen. It's not a thing. I will illustrate my reproductive capability on my vehicle. No, you will not. Oh my goodness. Gentlemen, if you saw a penny sitting on top of a urinal, would you pick it up?
Yes.
Wow. Typically, no. No is actually the correct answer. And then you got to get to a quarter. Would you pick up a quarter? Now, in Plano, you can go all the way to $1 and they still won't take it. Because they know that inflation does not make money cleaner. But y'all's boundaries are flimsy. That's cool. It's different for different people. If I saw a quarter sitting on top of a urinal, I would just assume that someone had next. You called it, man. Get me this game. Play this game. Will you take your drink in the bathroom? I will too. A lot of people won't. They won't take their drink in the bathroom. And then they'll shame you if you take your drink in the bathroom a lot of times. But you take your lips in there. Do that math. I've been in many bathrooms, but never have I seen someone scrubbing down the sink. No, you don't do that. You just go out and kiss your sweetheart with the filthy piss mouth. You're hypocrites. Don't judge me.
Oh my God.
Get my drink in there. I'll tell you next. I had a little retail job at one point in the mall, just me and the boss working one night, and another dude that worked there walked in carrying a brown paper lunch sack. And he said, "Hey man, give this to the boss." And I go, "What is it?" And he goes, "Check it out." And I opened the bag, and inside was a Polaroid picture of a naked man. And I just looked up. I didn't change my expression at all. I just did this and then this. And he said, "Ah ha ha ha," and he ran off into the night. Left me holding the bag. That's true. It's a true story. So I closed the bag and I walked to the back room and I said, "Hey man, Art brought this for you." That was his name, by the way, Art. Art Fowler, in fact. If you know him, don't trust him. Art's still around here. I was like, "Art brought this for you." And he goes, "I don't want that." I guess that's why you're the boss. But that's like an HR ethics problem in 2019, right?
Yeah.
Because you just can't know, "Oh, by the way, Brett, certain employees are subject to come up in here with a bag of dicks." Don't open it, Brett. It's a trick. I never knew what it was. Was it like the end of a vulgar chain letter that had been handed down for generations or whatever? Here's the thing, there was no selfie stick for a Polaroid camera. 2 men were involved in this thing. That's a conspiracy against me. You digital natives don't understand. I was abused. I was delivered to analog sext. You got sexted. I sexted you. It's like the other day I opened a private Snapchat and it was a dude sitting on a toilet. And I just went, "Oh." But he didn't get the same satisfaction this other man attempted to get, right? Because back in the day, you had to hand deliver the abuse and then wait. Now you can abuse 400 people simultaneously. I don't know if it's better or worse, but it is different. All right. They like it over there in the corner. I'll tell you about this. So the Renaissance was a time of intellectual discovery, right? Ancient Greece and Roman knowledge was rediscovered. Scientific method was figured out about, from philosophy, and it leads to the electronic madhouse we live in to this day, right? Renaissance man was a man who was broadly knowledgeable on a wide range of topics. But a Renaissance festival is different. There are no well-read characters at the Ren Fest. It's just the local culture of whatever burg you stumbled onto in 1347, right? Just peasants and whimsy, that's all you get. I was in there as a child. I was like, pay $5 to play this chicken bingo game. You can make a chicken shit in a square, you win a prize. Oh. Sign me up, Dad. So here I am. I got a square, I got a chicken involved, right? Like I got grass. I'm feeding the chicken grass. What do I know about how a chicken moves its bowels? Nothing. I'm from the city. I'm not from the land. This chicken needs protein. Bugs, people. That's who won Chicken Bingo. I don't know, who won it? Someone who showed up with a spider, you know, like something else. I felt like I'd fallen into the trap of a medieval genius. Like, you come from the future with your ways, but you paid $5 to feed a chicken grass, fool. You know. Like, I want to go to a Renaissance festival in a library. I'll dress up for that. Is that available? Like with a ladder up to the second level of books because they got so much knowledge? I want that. Is that? No, you can't get that. Where is that? I think the closest I could get is like the green room at a TED Talk. Some of y'all into TED, but not TEDx. TEDx they got cheap on TED. TED got cheap. Anybody can do a TEDx. Silly. I had to apologize to a woman recently for rapping at her. Yeah, it's true. I have been drinking. I don't drink a lot, and sometimes when I drink, apparently kind of 90s Brett comes back. She was talking about some dessert she was going to have filled up with peanut butter, and I was just like, inside peanut butter, outside jelly. Like, just shot out of me. Totally unpredictable. I spit hot fire at the woman. She didn't deserve that. She did nothing to me. I apologize. I told her I had been diagnosed with gangsta Tourette's. I was like that for years. I just consumed too much rap. Like, the record companies that programmed me to be a slot machine of rap lyrics. I'm telling you, if you said the right combination of words to me, I would rap at you. That's just how I was. Like, still to this day, if I hear the weatherman on and it happens to be 80 degrees outside, in my head, I just hear 80 degrees when I tell that bitch, please raise up all these UTs, because it's not at ease. At ease, Brett, at ease. You're out of the streets, man. Irving was not that hard. Real easy. I don't ever like to buy gas when it's $1.87. Some people overshare in real life. I have a woman friend, and she was talking to another woman co-worker whom she does not know well. And this girl's like, blah, 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 I had anal last night, blah, blah. Right. So when the anal part came out, my friend did this. You know, she winced. She braced for the butt. As you do. And the girl tried to calm things down. She's like, no, it's okay. I have anal a few times a year. What? I like the idea we're supposed to be comforted by the knowledge that you're on a schedule. No, people, this is regular anal. No one get uptight. It's regularly scheduled anal. But you can't get that out at work. You can't do that at work because the co-workers will talk. And if you're having a bad day, they'll start to talk. Like, what's wrong with her? Does she have that quarterly anal? No, in fact, she still has rollover anal from last year. Use it or lose it, people. I'm not even sure what that means. You understand, you gotta use it. Or you're gonna lose it. So I am old enough that when I was in high school, pierced ear was all we had to give your finger to the man. That was it. And then right after high school, the gauge showed up. You know what I'm talking about? The spacer. It grows in the earlobe over time to some indeterminate size. I don't understand it. I can't relate. Sometimes I see two dudes with two different size gauges. I wonder if they outrank each other. Some sort of hidden hierarchy, like the Knights Templar, a secret handshake. Like, how do you make the decision to move up to the next gauge? I don't understand that. Like, is there an earlobe consultant that you visit? Can you assess the physical limitations of my lobe, sir? How deep into this could I get? I saw a guy with the hoop gauge, like, at one point drilled through this part of the ear. Oh yeah, it was huge too, like the size of a nickel. So this man's actually defeated the purpose of the ear, which is to catch sound. Evolution provided for us. And he punched a hole right through, right? Huh? What? Yeah. No, he's no good in a crisis. Don't rely on him for help. Let's talk about the coffee that I drink. I drink a cup of coffee, I put a lot of sweetener in it, and then enough creamer till it's the color of my skin. So as you can see, that's a lot of dairy. It's delicious. But from time to time, baristas will make fun of me for this drink. They'll be like, you like some coffee with your cream? There'll be some comment. You know, I realize Starbucks is the only fast casual place where I'm hazed for my choices. Because that never happens at Arby's. I never hear like, curlies are for girlies. There's no potato shame anyone tries to push on you. Coffee's different. Coffee's a different culture. You know, Starbucks, that man's subject to get a promotion, you know. It's the last outpost of retail snobbery, I'll tell you that. But here's the thing. I've been to a place with coffee that most of you will never go, nor should you. Because I walked into Starbucks one morning on an empty stomach and I proceeded to drink 3 of the Ventis, the largest one they make, prepared exactly as I just described. I wasn't paying attention to my body, right? I was just waiting on something, just drinking coffee, just having a ball. But then I got out of there and I had to drive like 3 hours and I had a headache, I was sick. I realized I had screwed up. I had to choose vomit. I did. That's the only way forward. So I went to a place and I locked the door and I did the thing. You know what I'm talking about? I pressed the reset button. That's where it's located. In the back of the throat. Sometimes you gotta reset the day. It can help. It can help. But let me tell you something about that vomit. It tasted great. I'm sorry. It was delicious. Like a stomach latte just poured out of me. Oh, delightful. No acid flavor at all, just pure coffee gold. Just, Because everything I look for in a coffee is still warm. Yes. Kept to a perfect temperature, my tummy thermos. Just like I brought it from home to enjoy later. Indeed I did. I mean, if I could just have that every morning, if coffee could just go past my tongue at 42 miles an hour. That's all I want. That's the speed of vomit. They measure it in feet per second, but I converted it for jokes. But it's fast, I assure you it's fast. Like as it was happening, outside, total chaos, right? I hit reset, I'm out of control. But inside, I was surprisingly reflective. Stunned, in fact. Noticing the savoring, this vomit flavor. Oh, this is delicious vomit. I didn't know it could be like this. I will tell everyone of this miracle, people. You didn't know that that was even possible. I found a loophole in reality itself. Tasty flavor vomit? Who knew? I've been to the top of this mountain. What have you done? I discovered good flavor vomit. You've done nothing. I'm like the first man to conquer Everest. But this is dangerous knowledge. No one should know this, because I could use it against you. I could get you to drink it, and you probably like it, because it tastes amazing. It's so simple. I just set up a table at Costco. Hand you a sample. You'll try anything at Costco. Very optimistic. I'll just be like, try Mama Bird's coffee. Mama Bird made it. You'd be like, oh, that's delicious. What's Purge roast? So glad you asked. It's our gastric blend. You guys got through it, the vomit joke's over. I tell that vomit joke, it's very polarizing, you know, a lot of people, they're like, please talk about poop some more, sir. Especially at the late show, they drink, you know, and then they're just like forecasting their future. They can't do it. I'll tell you one more. I took a test on Facebook the other day. He's like, take this test to find out if you got a man's brain or a woman's brain. I'm like, I already know this. I'm left-handed. In left-handers, the hemispheres of the brain communicate more readily across the hemispherical divide. That's how a woman's brain works. I'm going to have a woman's brain. So I took the test. Turns out, 65% lady brain. Not surprised at all. Sent the test over to my wife. She took it. She got 56% man's brain. She got mad. And I said, isn't that just like a man? So no. You guys are great. I'm Brett Pivito. Good night, everybody.